Well, hello, welcome from the Carnival Legend, and we finally reached Iceland. A rather overcast and wet Iceland, but we've docked in the town of Seydisfjordur. I apologise to all Icelandic people. So we're waiting to go ashore. It's a tender port. We're number 26, and we should be going ashore very shortly. So we'll see you over there. And I forgot to mention, it's the middle of June, and it's freezing.
If you get stuck on you, I found where I'm going.
Where?
Food. The sign that says food down there. What is it?
It's a bit wet.
Not as bad as it was when we went to Norway. We went to Old Town. Remember that?
Yeah. It's not the sunniest, is it, Mel? Like I said,
Yeah.
it is called Iceland. It's not called tropical land.
No, but it is quite. I feel it's quite unusual to have to be this cold in the summer. Nice summer.
Getting this drizzly,
Yeah.
but Iceland is amazing, isn't it? It's so different.
I love the little
Just
clouds.
these houses and the tin roofs and things like that. Even in the rain. It would be better in the sun, obviously. Somebody was asking a question about the church, and the local bloke, the Icelandic bloke, goes, "The information's on the wall. Look at the wall."
It reminds me of Eurovision.
Yeah, like
the film.
Eurovision. We don't you Americans round here with your monster trucks and your Bud Light.
Hey, Americans, are you having a good time in Iceland? Yeah. Well, we hate that you're here. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the weather is really bad. It's quite cold and raining, which is the worst thing when sightseeing. But there is, before I go back to the ship, there is a waterfall. Is it raining all the time?
No, actually, no.
No, just when we're here.
Yeah, like tomorrow the rain should be gone.
Yeah.
Yesterday there was no rain.
How do you say this name of this town as a local?
Seydisfjordur.
Seydisfjordur. Anyway, cheers, thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
What looks really odd is looking at the ship, and it's got like a water park on the top and water slides. It just looks really out of place when you're surrounded by these dramatic mountains, snow and rain. Definitely looks more suited to the Caribbean. So I'm going up to have a quick look at the waterfall, and after that I think I'll go and meet Mel in the visitor centre, and we'll head back onto the ship. It is quite a pretty place, and there are some nice walks to do, but because it's so wet and cold, and I haven't got my proper, I didn't bring my proper waterproof walking clothes, I think we'll head back to the ship on this occasion. But let's have a look at this waterfall first.
say something about Iceland?
It's nice and cosy in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But it's a coffee shop, it's a petrol station.
Yeah.
So you think you come in, you think you're going to pay for your petrol, but I think the petrol's next door or something.
A lot of the petrol stations are automatic.
Can I say something? When we came to Iceland before, everything was really expensive, but because the cost of everything in the UK has gone up, it's only 10p more than my normal coffee in here. So that's $3.95 for a cup of coffee with oat milk.
Drink it.
Okay.
Because the weather's so bad, we're heading back to the ship early, aren't we?
Yeah.
Somebody was saying on the way in there were whales. So we missed those, didn't we? We were still in bed. So
I couldn't see anything out of the window this morning because it was really, really misty.
Yeah.
So I think it was, they said about 5 o'clock this morning.
because we're about to head up around the north coast of Iceland, and that's the main whale
around Akureyri
area.
That,
Akureyri, yeah.
Picture time.
How are you, Mel?
Wet.
Wet, cold?
Yeah. Cold and wet.
What do you expect? It's called Iceland. So that was our stop in Seydisfjordur in Iceland. A very short stop because it was raining all day, and it is now. Well, what do you expect in Iceland in June? And our first stop on our Icelandic voyage on the Carnival Legend. Tomorrow we're heading to Akureyri, which is the second city in Iceland on the north side, and we're sailing anti-clockwise. Hopefully the weather will be better, but I doubt it. If it stays dry, that'll be something. And it's not a tender port. We'll be able to walk off, so that'll make things easier. But if you haven't been to Iceland before, never mind the weather, just look. It's amazing. So we'll see you in Akureyri tomorrow. Well, good morning from Akureyri on the north coast of Iceland. And as you can see, it's dry as well. And it's not a tender port, we are docked right along the town. But before we go ashore, I want to say hello to a few people we met yesterday. So firstly, at breakfast time, we met Rob and Ginny from Akureyri Town in Florida. Here they are. Hello to you two. And then in Seydisfjordur on land, we met Dan from Phoenix, Arizona. And he commented on the video I made before I boarded the Carnival Legend. So hello to you as well. And we're chatting to a couple of British blokes as well, Brian and Edward. There's not many of us Brits on this ship, but hello to you. So I'm going to get Mel, have a quick breakfast, and we're going to go ashore and explore Akureyri. Hello, Melissa.
Well, it's nice to have a dry day, isn't it? Okay, so we just got off at Akureyri on a dry day. Wow, so that's good, because it was raining heavily yesterday. So our thoughts on the ship so far, well, my thoughts. I think the food's been a lot better than I expected. There is a distinct lack of specialty restaurants, that's the only thing, but I think the main dining room has been very good. Had really good steak in the main dining room, some really good food there. Very good for casual eateries as well, isn't it, Marcus? Yes. Guy Fieri's burgers. Flavour Town's been very good indeed. I've been very impressed, but no chicken burgers or veggie burgers that I can find there, or beef. but very nice. Food on the buffet's been pretty good, isn't it? And entertainment last night, the Love and Marriage show was excellent. I think that's the best show I've actually seen on any cruise ship so far.
Old British couple, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really funny. There was an old British couple, a young, newly married couple, and a couple had been together for about 15, 16 years, something like that. And it was just really funny. It was just really good entertainment. The music on the ship's been pretty reasonable, pretty decent. The Red Frog pub we've been going to, that's been good, Mark, isn't it?
Yes, it has.
Lots of country mashup songs playing, and we've got a bet at the moment. How many times they're going to play Country Roads on this cruise ship, and how many times they're going to play Jolene as well?
Shall we go and explore Akureyri?
Yeah, I think we should go. Yeah, and also I did one thing though. The aircon in the room has been a bit iffy. It's been very cold, and now it's very hot. And we did have a problem with the toilet when we first got on, but they fixed that really quickly. So I'm hoping today now the maintenance will come quickly and fix our air conditioning.
Anyway, let's go into town.
Okay, let's go into town.
Well, we're thinking of doing a whale watching trip.
Yes.
Because 1 o'clock for 2.5 hours, and it's all on board by 4:30. That'll give us an hour.
Yeah.
It's right by the ship in any case.
And also, it's really calm. Well, in the fjords here it's calm anyway, but it was fairly calm coming in.
Shall we go and see if they've got any
I think
places?
so. Yeah, I think
Let's go and do that first. Then have a cup of coffee and hang around.
Have a look at shops.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go and book the whale watching.
So we managed to book the whale watching tour on my phone from specialtours.is. I think they've got a good reputation on TripAdvisor.
It's £79, isn't it?
£79, 2.5 hours. We're going to 1 o'clock and the ship goes at 4:30. So we're thinking there'll be plenty of time.
They could always intercept the ship. We can jump on board.
Or the thing is, we're in Iceland, and the next stop is just up the. Well, I say just up the road, but it's not. You know, if anything happened, we could get on to the next stop.
We can even get to Reykjavik by the next day after tomorrow.
Yeah. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
They do like to scare you, don't they? Sometimes with excursions.
It's not leaving the island, is it?
No. They do like. Yeah.
Let's go to town. And
I want to go to a couple of the shops, have a look around.
Yeah.
And then I think we may actually pop back on board the ship, have a little spot of lunch on the ship, or just something small. But we'll see. I wouldn't mind going to a cafe here, Marcus. We'll see.
Okay, yeah.
There'll be a skinflint. Used to spend a fortune on this £79 whale watching. Have a coffee and buy something from the local people. So we booked the whale watching on my phone, and within an hour they cancelled it. So that's a bit disappointing.
I was really looking forward to it.
We were both really looking forward to it. So I don't know if there's 2 cruise ships in today, if they got unexpectedly full. You shouldn't be able to book it online still though, should you?
No.
Secure site. Anyway.
So
it's a bit of thumbs down from us.
What's the name of the company?
Yeah, can't remember now.
Well.
I will tell you. It is. No, not that one. Wait a minute. I'll get it. Special Tours. Special Tours, Akureyri. But they also do tours around Iceland. But I was a bit disappointed. I'm really looking forward to that, Marcus, weren't we?
Yeah,
we're psyching ourselves up for it. And now no whales.
Anyway, let's go back into town and just enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Sadly, no whales for us. I think this is the closest we're going to get. This statue that resembles a whale's tail. It's a bit unfortunate about the whale watching trip. I was looking forward to it, but nothing we can do. Hopefully we'll see some whales from the ship itself, because we're going to another fjord tomorrow. Anyway, Mel's gone shopping in town, looking for tat, fridge magnets and stuff like that. And I've walked down the road about 50 minutes to the Old Town, and I found the oldest house in Akureyri, which dates from 1795. And the information stand said this used to be the shoreline, which is now 100 metres further that way. So that was a quick look around the old town of Akureyri. It's a very pretty little area. So if you come here, walk down, it's about a 15-minute walk down towards the airport. Actually, the runway is just there. So I'm going to walk back up to meet Mel on the main street. So I'll see you there. And there she is. Cheeky git. An old man. Well, that was a short stop at Akureyri on the north coast of Iceland. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Shame about the whale watching. But that's the way things are. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I say hopefully a lot, considering I'm such a miserable pessimist. We may have a chance to see whales later this evening.
Oh.
Or tomorrow. We're setting out quite early.
Yes.
And tomorrow we're in another fjord, which I can't pronounce.
Grundjafjordur.
But just put on an accent doesn't mean it's right.
So
like tonight we're going to try the Fahrenheit Steakhouse.
Yeah.
So probably I'll do a bit of us setting out. Then you'll see us later at the Steakhouse. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
The roof of this restaurant is red, so everything in the photograph has got a red tint to it.
Lovely. Thank you.
Mel,
Yeah.
I think we're sinking.
So,
Listen to the music.
yeah, my heart will go on.
That's the sinking music. Well, I've just popped out to film this. It's June the 21st and it's just approaching midnight up in Iceland. And look at this.
So we went to Fahrenheit 555 last night at the Steakhouse, which is a paid-for specialty restaurant. $49 for 4 courses. And we had the wine pairing as well, which is an extra $23 each, half a glass of wine or port with each section. It was a bit hit or miss, I think. Firstly, it's at the top of a big atrium, really, isn't it, Marcus? You get the sound and the music and everything. Not really a cosy environment. They stuck us on a table, wasn't the best table. And Marcus was really low down like this. He was like a little elf. So So the food itself, I had belly pork as a start, it was a tiny little portion, and then a Caesar salad. Both were really good, but then Marcus had onion soup, and it was massive portion. So it was a really bit odd on that. Then I had steak, surf and turf, so a small, and it was a small section of filet mignon with part of a lobster tail. The filet mignon was lovely. The lobster tail had no flavour whatsoever. I said Maine lobster. Now we're in the Atlantic Ocean, aren't we? Better check that one. My geography isn't very good. North Atlantic. We started at Dover, then we went to Iceland. So why couldn't they have like lobster from there?
More local.
It was basically frozen and it had no flavour. The sides as well. Marcus, what did you have? You had chicken, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it was nice chicken. Yeah. But the sides, they had onion rings and fries.
Frozen.
They were frozen. They were crinkle cut chips and frozen onion rings.
Breadcrumb.
Like you get better in Aldi. So that was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, the sides were a bit of a letdown.
That's definitely not a steakhouse sort of site, you know. Dessert was, I had a chocolate bomb thing where they pour gravy, I can say gravy again, pour chocolate sauce on it, and it sort of deconstructed, should I say. So yeah, and it was just like chocolate soup, so wasn't quite sure about that. Bread was nice, like parmesan bread on the side and everything, and Marcus had a tartare, and that was quite nice as well, wasn't it?
It was a bit...
So it was so hit or miss. It was a bit of a shame, really.
I think if you were on the ship, I would give it a go.
Give it a go, but $49 and $23 each for the wine pairing, plus a gratuity on top. Yeah. Was it worth it? We've had really good food in the main dining room here. So maybe, I don't know if it was worth it, personally. I think if the dining room
food was bad, it would have been a step up.
I mean, they did, actually, on the menu as well, they did have like massive steaks, like 18-ounce steaks, but I didn't fancy that. I didn't really want that. So if you're a steak lover, it might be worth it. Goodbye.
That's enough.
Sorry.